Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make a vegan baked oatmeal with berries from plantbasedonabudget.com. Start with 3 really ripe bananas. The riper the better. If you have them all brown and spotty, that's the best. I have them beyond that, which means they're going to be extra sweet, and that's important because we're not going to be using any added sugar in this recipe. And what we're going to do is peel them all and put them directly into a 9x9 or 8x8 baking dish. I'm using a pan. You can also use a glass dish if you prefer. If you have these stringy things, they can live in there too. That's totally fine. They're all going to get mixed in, so no need to fuss about getting all of those out. Then I'm going to take a potato masher. You can also use a sturdy fork, and I'm going to mash them until they become sort of creamy like. Okay, let's see. Got it. My goodness. Okay. If you want, you can leave some chunks in there. If you'd like to have chunks of banana in your baked oatmeal, you want to make it at least majority creamy because this is what's going to hold the baked oats together. Then you're going to pour in 1.5 cups of plant-based milk. I'm using an unsweetened milk, but if you are using a sweetened milk, that would be helpful, especially if you have a sweet tooth or if your bananas are not really ripe like mine are. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's okay if it's not exact and you don't want to dirty a dish. You can just sprinkle it in. And if you don't like cinnamon, my dad doesn't like cinnamon, you can skip it altogether. It just gives a nice extra flavor that I appreciate. And this is a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can add more or you can add less. If you don't have vanilla extract, you can skip it altogether if you don't want to. It does give a nice flavor though. I'm mixing everything up in here before I add in my oats. This makes it so you don't get a mouthful of cinnamon in one bite, but also so that the milk and the bananas aren't as thick. They become more liquidy. Now I'm going to add in some old-fashioned oats. And I'm mixing them in. I want all of the oats to be wet. That is going to help everything stick together and bake nicely so that when you take it out of the pan later, when it's done baking, it is one solid piece instead of falling apart. So mix everything, make sure all the oats are covered in the liquid. Then you're done with that, add in a pint of washed and dried berries, as well as about 2 cups of sliced strawberries. I am leaving the tops on of mine. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I know that there are a lot of mixed opinions about it, but I say why not have a little extra fiber? Especially since you really can't taste them. This is going to be so delicious with a lot of other flavors and textures that you're not going to taste those extra green tops. And I'm going to fold them in. You don't want to mix too roughly because your berries might get mushed. So I am gently folding everything in and going to start packing them down a little bit. I also want to make sure that the oats and the berries are all evenly distributed. I see that there was a clump of blueberries and it won't hold together if there isn't enough oats to make that happen. So I want to make sure that everything looks evenly distributed and then packed down a little bit so that it cuts nicely. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to put it in my oven, which is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes. After it baked, I let it set for about an hour. You don't have to wait that long, but I do like it to cool down and solidify a little bit more. And it looks like it's the most perfect texture. I'm going to cut a big piece, and as I suspected, it looks like it's going to come out nice and easy. Here you go. This looks delicious. It smells delicious. It's free of added sugars, and I have tasted it many times. It's from the Plant Based on a Budget Quick and Easy Cookbook, and ooh, so delicious. It's also really great for meal prepping. So you can make the whole batch and cut them into squares, freeze them and then thaw them overnight before you take it to go for breakfast or you eat it for breakfast at home. I hope you give this recipe a try. I'm including the printable link down below. Please check it out, and if you give it a try, let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!